tier 2. by the second.
Hello.
Okay. Anyways, hello Mario.
So hard not to respond. It was so
I know.
hard.
Wait,
It's like we just say hello Mario.
Don't worry about it, Pat. How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
Okay, I guess. So.
Okay, good for you.
Well, first off, thank you to everybody that's been like sharing and supporting of the Ratchet and Clank review that just went up today. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah, that did go up.
Yeah, because watch it, because it's honestly the best video I have ever made. I'm sticking by that, because I'm really, really happy with how that one came out. So, yeah.
By the Pat,
Yeah?
the deed has been done. I've been subscribed to you for 5 months. It's over. It's done.
I'm done with you. I'm leaving.
I set a reminder. I specifically set a reminder on my phone for this day. The day has finally arrived for us. Unsubscribe for WiiDude 3. It's over. It's over. I kept the mic in the
You
bargain.
get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
There you go. You got your money over the course of 5 months.
It's been 5 months.
Also share something that happened in one of my other chats. Cause
What?
By the way, I just want to point this out, Patrick. We did that 5 months ago.
God. Oh, I can't.
I love time.
I have to click. I know it's good. Thanks for reminding me to play Sophie. I can, Sophie. I can give you the high quality version of that, by the way, if you want it.
Welcome to Olive Garden. I mean, memes need to be a specific resolution in order to get the proper.
All right.
Lower or higher.
I'll give you the highest quality version of that meme. Hold on a sec.
oh,
I mean, sometimes they could be 420 just to get the specific
By the
feel,
way,
right?
Sophie, Pat, I'm glad you enjoyed that KHP.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh, the one I can't wait to start making its rounds again is the stupid skeleton meme that's been that was like all of last year. If no one remembers it, I'm gonna play it when Timmy does Five Nights at Freddy's, so because now he has to. But anyway, now it's 7 o'clock. I have stalled long enough at this point, so. Alright, so. Yeah, last time on the Great Ace Attorney, we were helping out Gina. She has now accepted us as her attorney. Susato is leaving for Japan right now, and trial is about to begin. So it's gonna be weird. Because I'm like, it's definitely final case stuff. I'm just kind of not used to it still only being one investigation kind of deal. So
Yeah, it was a big one. Like 3 to be continues. Goddamn.
yeah.
God. Alright.
The trial begins.
Let's go! The unspeakable story! Trial! When I woke up the next morning, Susato was already gone. The rain was
Everybody, by the way, everybody got their bottles of water?
Yep. The
Ah.
rain was so strong I couldn't even see a single meter outside the window. Thus, this long, unforgettable day began.
Sound British.
Act British, got it.
Fuck.
Damn. Sophie, you got a voice. It's been a week. You can do this.
Wait, hang on. Is that how you feel, or is that how Gina feels?
Yes.
It's how everyone.
Yes.
It's how everyone. Yes.
Good morning, Gina. I swear to you, I'll declare you not guilty before the day is over.
So, where's the other lass, eh?
Huh?
You know, what's her name? The Asian chick that's always with you? What's with that? Susie. I don't quite remember her proper name.
She left this morning. She was already gone by the time I woke up.
You're just gonna let her off like that? Shouldn't you be seeing her off instead of bothering with me?
Doesn't matter. It's not like I'll ever see her again after all.
But
But your trial is different. I only have one chance to do this. Today has to be the day.
good morning, friends! Yeah,
Kitty!
Cat.
I have brought
Aaron.
emotional support.
I brought Garfield.
Oh no, don't give people ideas.
No.
I brought Garfield, but I forgot the lasagna.
Damn.
Alright. How you doing, Gene Beam? Did you have a good sleep?
Garfield.
Oh, Iris, what are you doing here? My friends didn't travel, obviously. Why wouldn't I be here? The cavalry is here for you, even while I came.
I hate Mondays. Peace.
Hey, Wildeye!
Great cavalry. That wretched cat didn't even look back when it abandoned its friends.
Damn. Sad.
So it is an actual cat then.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
why is there an ice cream truck outside the apartment? What?
There's currently an ice cream truck outside the courtroom.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Get your ice cream here.
Ice cream before we send a person to
Enjoy
death. Ice cream.
Enjoy watching people so good crush ball while stacking down delectable treats.
Well, I mean, to be real, courts and Ace Attorney might as well be stadiums, so you know.
You saw the movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Basically.
Gotta show you that at some point, ED.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Why not leave for a bit, eh? Let it sniff around or something. Oh yeah, I bought this newspaper from the shop outside. Let's see, I have both good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first, Ryu? Gene Bean?
We should start with the bad news.
If you gotta learn both, might well start with the good news first, right? Well, Gene Bean is like 10 times more fun than you. You're such a donner.
No, you start with the bad and with the good.
I'll just start with the bad news then.
DGS is never getting translated.
No!
Sad, yeah.
Oh wait, we knew that.
No one named him Ryan, right, or some shit. Anyways.
Ryan, right.
Oh god.
I shuddered at that name choice. I hate it.
When you saw that tweet about that
I
joke.
know, and I shuddered when I saw
I
it.
have
when read it
nightmares.
too. I hate it. I hate it.
Every night I wake up. Every night I wake up and I hear one name that
I hear
haunts
some
me.
dumbass shit
Ryan,
called
right.
That's the stupidest shit ever.
No, hold on, if we did it right. I'll look it up, just go, no!
That's wrong.
Oh,
That's
wrong.
wrong.
I object to that, good sir.
I can do British, I swear.
Okay, do the British now.
Apparently, we're having record rainfall this morning. Carriages all over are being delayed. There.
Really? The bad news was just a weather report?
I'm worried that Susie won't make it to her train to Dover in time.
Which means she'll come back for the final trial. Good. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, what's the good news?
TikTok is being banned.
They
Yay?
say it should all clear up by this afternoon. So the train should make it to Port to Dover on time. Right, that's great news, isn't it? Nah, not to me at least. I could care less about it.
That news was surprisingly trivial.
Also, here we are. Today's trial is basically the highlight of the paper. Pickpocket girl brutally murders upright pawnbroker. Why am I not fucking surprised? Look at the right, didn't expect anything else. That's just how it is.
Tina looks even more upset now.
So, at today's trial, Ryu's gonna make those dirty prats eat those words.
Huh?
Then tomorrow's headline will be like this. Honest pickpocket girl saves the world. How's that sound, Ryu?
Yeah, that would be pretty nice, I guess.
Don't guess. Press on with resolve. just Gina's head on the
bluffing is
rat
in my
meat.
bloodline.
Just the rat me like, save the world.
Save the world. Goodbye, my friends.
Did you like my impression of Susie? You love it, right?
This girl is too much for me. I cannot handle this 10-year-old sassy child.
Yo, whose
Well-
second child is this?
Well, let's get in heck, Ryu.
Let's?
I don't know about law like Susie does, but
I will threaten them with a bazooka.
I have a gun. I'll be standing right next to you, cheering on. Does that make you feel better?
If you don't put that thing away, it'll probably make me feel worse. But thank you, Iris. I appreciate your help.
That reminds me, Iris. What's up, Gene Bean? How's Holmes at operation yesterday? Yeah. Yeah, the operation went well. But he's still sleeping. Huh? I have a friend who's an inspector. I asked him to tell me right away when Holmesy wakes up.
I wonder who that friend is. Have you ever met him
Must be
before?
Inspector Gregson. I'm sure he'll message us straight to her.
Alright.
I don't have Susato or Holmes with me today this time. I'll have to prove Gina's innocence with my effort alone.
With these hands.
The verdict, barrister! The trial's about to commence. Make your way to the Crown Court at once!
Looks like it's time.
Well, let's head off then.
Okay. I like how we just leave the cat in the lobby.
That'll be fine.
Well, fine. Gina,
Hey man, Gorthos not bother anybody.
she's acting tough. I can tell her fear and anxiety threaten to tear her down. I'll believe in her until the very end and prove her innocence. This, I swear. That's the will he left for me. And I can't see the back of his headband because it covers the rest of his head.
And Naruhodō ever got amnesia, and that's the only image that he remembers. But he still remember the wind.
Ah, justice for all syndrome.
Uh,
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, we declare this court is now in session. The trial of Gina Lestrade will now commence. I ask you, prosecution and defense, have you fully prepared your cases?
the prosecution is ready.
The defense is ready.
Lord Van Zinks,
Yes, my lord.
how many years has it been since you first disappeared from this crown court?
Every time he comes in,
Almost 5.
it's been in 3 court cases, like, you know.
Even after the trials 2 months ago, you stand yet again at the prosecution bench.
It's almost like
Do you
it's
have
his
something
fucking-
against him?
It's almost like it's his job or something. I don't know.
I mean, it's apparently like he just took a 5-year break and just suddenly back.
No, but the idea is the fact that now the only time he shows up in court is when he knows that Naruhodō.
It's like, why now? I mean, they're about to explain. It will continue. Anyway.
Is there perhaps something you expect to gain from these trials? Even queerier, your trials of the distant past were of an entirely different character. Once, you would only handle high-profile cases from the noble or political spheres.
Is that true?
But now, you stand in the Crown Court to prosecute a simple case of robbery and murder. Honestly, it's a downgrade. It comes as a shock to me.
Judge, this is a case 5. It's not gonna be just a simple murder case.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you know, you'll learn to soon enough.
There are 2 things I cannot abide by. The first would be the villains who wield their expansive financial power to feign altruism.
He's totally talking about Cosme McGundle guy you defended.
Can we get a stool for Iris? Because, like, she barely is even over the bench.
She's fine.
I think I could have guessed that, but thanks. Costume Gundle. If only I'd known what kind of man he really was.
But there lurks an even more disgusting kind of monster. The kind of human rubbish that carries favor with feigned innocence, only to betray you. These smuggled vermin hail from an unknown island in the Far East. They are called Japanese.
Yeah. Just keep throwing the racism in my face. Yeah.
You know.
Pretty sure I could have guessed that one, too.
No, you couldn't.
Pardon me, what exactly do you mean by betraying you? I have to wonder why. My eyes, look at him go. Why does he feel so honestly towards Japanese?
You must reach level 3 to unlock my tragic backstory.
Whatever the case may be, the court welcomes the revival of the Reaper, who London's evildoers so fear.
I am most grateful for your consideration.
Now, 6 fine citizens of our capital city, of sound mind and strong sense.
I'm totally not going to be a get out of jail card for the defense during a, thing.
Are you all prepared to help the defense?
I see you, motherfucker, on the left.
As a veteran of the British Empire, I swear to hand down a fair and just verdict.
Clean country, a clean table, a clean master. That is all I required. I'm gonna assume this is a different maid, otherwise.
Not the same one. I assume it's the same.
Yeah.
The new one sees everything stereoscopically, just like this.
Why is Shiro 3 always just a blonde male every single time?
the case 3 one was the best
That C
one,
always needs to be is designated. Must
That's what
be
they always
white,
are.
male, and blonde hair.
There are way too many of them here.
I didn't forget, did I? Oh dear, maybe I really did.
I actually assumed that that this is actually a different person, but they didn't want to make a new model. So
No, I assume it's the same. I assume they're the same.
Yeah.
All right. The woman of the future moves forward with progressive mindset.
Dibs.
Okay. By the way, Pat, does he look
I
familiar?
came to London to sightsee. I am going to see the Crystal Tower now.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Why do you have to remind me of the one case I didn't like him the most in this game? Controversial
fan
opinions
favorite.
coming out!
And it's a fan favorite.
Something wrong, Ryu? You have opinions?
No, it's just... There are familiar faces in this jury.
Are you blasting? Are you blasting your opinions accordingly?
It's like it's my job
There's
or
just,
something!
there's just a Russian right there.
Wow, small world, I guess. You know, they randomly select these jurors from over 6 million Londoners. That's what they
Well,
right.
that's what they say, but I'm finding it a little hard to believe. Seriously, every time they're always connected to the case somehow. I don't know how.
I don't. Very well. Now, Lord Van Zeeks, I will first ask you for your explanation of this case.
As you wish. Before I begin, however, I have something I wish to say to the jury. That is... that there has never been a case so simple with so obvious a murderer.
Van Zeeks, it's case 5. That ain't how it goes.
The victim was a
Alright, so here's the
pawnbroker
case.
named
Someone
Hatch.
died.
He died immediately after being shot from behind. Here is a photo from the scene of the crime. As you can see, there is a gunshot wound in his back. It is likely that the bullet pierced the man's heart, ending his life swiftly and painlessly.
Okay, I'm gonna mention this, from last time. I feel like we'll probably bring it up when we end the case again, but I did feel like the whole thing of, him pointing the gun to his head only for him to be the victim was kind of in bad taste. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was. It
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it's in bad taste. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. According to the coroner's analysis,
Thank you, Jojo.
the gun was aimed slightly upward.
What does that mean?
It would mean that the victim was shot by someone shorter than him.
Or did it some sick ricochet bullet work?
For example, someone like the defendant.
Ah.
This is the coroner's report autopsy. I wish to submit it as evidence along with his photograph.
Very well. The court accepts these as evidence.
Alright.
Next, I would like you all to direct your focus toward this sketch of the crime scene. She killed him in the pawn shop storeroom where his pledges are kept. There are no windows and only the door into the room was locked. Furthermore, only 2 people were inside that locked room. The victim, Hatch, and the defendant seated before you. Incidentally, when the crime was first discovered by witnesses, the Cobra was holding the murder weapon in her hand.
The golden gun from GoldenEye. Why in blazes? It's so obvious she did it.
Isn't that dirty little child a pickpocket anyway?
I think she's one of those kids that romps from the East End.
What's the prize there? I thought she'd snap one of these days. What are you doing, jurors? Hurry up and say she's guilty!
Objection! She's a pickpocket, so she's a murderer? You're jumping to conclusions! Let me
Alright,
drink
listen
your
here.
tears away in this glass of the Holy Grail.
Calm yourself, black-hearted exchange student. The evidence against your client doesn't end there. As luck would have it, this murder incident had 2 decisive eyewitnesses at the scene.
What?
If we listen to their testimony, I'm sure everything will become clear. We'll see whether or not this girl is really a poor, misunderstood, petty thief.
In any case, please hand over the evidence you've submitted thus far. The court will accept them into the record.
As you wish.
Good scene. Again. This is bad.
That's good.
Ryu. I'm right here.
Oh, so it's immediately, let's start looking at this thing real quick. The magazine is empty.
Hatch always left his pistol on his desk.
Apparently, he only kept a single bullet in there at a time.
That's right, to protect his patron's goods.
His pistol was fired that night, and Hatch lost his life. In the end, I guess he really did give up the pistol to protect his patron's pledges.
Ryu.
Anything else on? Is that the... Seeing if that's barrel. Nah, okay.
That's it, yeah.
Alright, just making sure because it's usually a thing right at the beginning as soon as you get one of these pieces of evidence, so... Alright.
Hey, guess what? He learned. Get the final case of the
Ryu, things suddenly feel a lot more serious here.
It's not just you, Iris, trust me.
What?
Oh, ready for it off the gate? Alright.
Now,
know
let
it's
us
serious.
begin.
We're in case
Bring
5.
forth
I
the
don't
2
have time
witnesses
hold-
to this wretched crime.
Just breaking off the shackles, like, immediately, like, Simon Blackwell.
We're in case 5. We have no time to hold back.
Oh, it's the food group.
Alright. Witnesses, state your names and occupations. Name's Debbie Timpilla. My occupation, criminal prep.
Name's Sterling.
No,
We agreed on this.
Okay, alright.
Name's Tony Timpiller. My occupation is 7-4, he said in it. Tobias Gregson, Inspector at Scotland. Oh no.
Yeah, we gotta stick with this. Yeah, they call us. The 3 Timpilla, man.
The 3 Timpiller, man. What are you looking at me for? Leave me out of this.
Hey, you don't gotta be so rude, bruv.
Looking for a lost brother. We climbed down to the dodgy underbelly, isn't it?
And you look kinda like him, bruv.
Ever since we met you, last night, we knew just what to call you, bruv.
Listen up good, yeah? Ready? New bro Wally, cause you're a Muppet, see?
Please just stop.
I
Please.
guess the third brother's name is Wally Timbar. That.
So, Inspector Wally Inspector Wally Gregson. It's Tobias. Part of the correction, my lord. In any case, why are you and Inspector together with these ruffians?
These witnesses were already arrested by the yard as suspects for a separate crime.
Suspects? You mean all three of them? I really wish you would have. Lumped me together with these buffoons.
2 nights ago, these men broke into the pawn shop ready to steal. As luck would have it, they stumbled upon a much greater crime within.
What? Do you mean to say that? Wait, do you mean to say that was?
Indeed, they witnessed the murder of Hatch, the shopkeeper of said pawn shop.
It's just a as Persian said in chat, this is just like the European Waluigi and Wario.
Yeah, no. I see Waluigi just his colors.
Yeah. Warder.
As for their crimes of illegal trespassing and attempted robbery, they will be tried on a different date.
I escorted them here to testify in this trial. I understand the circumstances and acknowledge the prosecution's request.
Now, Tim Pillars, I hereby order you to testify. Testify about everything you saw in that shop on the night of the crime. Roger, sir.
Roger, sir.
Tim Pillars, whoa!
Stop looking at me.
I think, honestly, Gregson might be my favorite character in all of DGS, honestly. I love him.
This guy's old. I'm tired.
The break-in.
Hey.
We saw the pawn shop door was open on our way down Baker Street, innit?
It was like a sign for the Lord. It was like a sign for the Lord himself. We had to go in, bruv.
And then, inside the back room, that was a gunshot, bruv.
He ran to the door and tried to open it, but it was locked from the inside, innit?
It did nothing, but it's still nothing. We just left the shop nice and quiet like, yeah?
I already have a headache. What a frightening coincidence. These two scoundrels broke into the shop while it was already being victimized by another crime. What are the odds?
The given testimony matches with the state of the crime scene perfectly. The door to the storeroom was indeed locked from the inside. And in there lay the victim and the defendant.
Indeed. This does seem to be an open and shut case. Now, defense, the court orders you to begin your cross-examination.
Alright, everybody, sit your butts down. We gonna be in here for a while.
Defense?
Oh, yes, my lord.
What's wrong, Ryu?
It's just pretty shocking how they can blatantly lie like that. I know the truth lurking within this testimony. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. All of their claims are completely rubbish. They all looking sus. I saw you in medbay.
Press everything. Want to hear everything they say. I'm voicing everything.
The door was
Actually,
open about the time you break in again.
About 1 in the morning, bruv. That's about the right, ain't it, Tully?
Yeah, I think so, bro. That's about right, ain't it, Wally?
What is the one on the left? What is the face?
Oh.
Like I know. If you were there at 1 in the morning, then of course the door should have been locked.
Well, it was pretty dark in there. That's all I gotta say on the matter, bruv.
Nah, no, I'm pretty sure there was a bit of later in it. Sounds about right, don't it, Wally? For Christ's sake.
I am so done with
The
this.
last time someone in this franchise said that.
For the record, I have never seen any of this dialogue because because I'm playing through. I watched.
I read this.
For the answer. So I've never
Thus,
seen
these
any
two
of
pretty
it.
criminals love themselves. The defendant, Gene Lestrade, was already aiming to kill.
Objection! How do you even know that?
Either way, my stance has not changed. Now, let's return to the testimony. When you noticed the door was open, you found yourself walking onto the tragic scene of the crime, is that correct? Yes, sir, Bob.
Hang on, I gotta go answer the door.
Alright, I'll take over, in the meantime. What kind of excuse is that?
It was like, yeah, a revelation of God, or some sort of trick of fate or something.
Something like that, anyway. That's our story, isn't it? Shouldn't you talk about God like that when you're in an opportunistic thieves?
Oi, we didn't just go on a whim, bruv. Honest.
We was totally thinking the same thing when we went in there, innit?
Yeah, just maybe. Behind that door.
You found Wally, a long-lost brother, after all these years.
I can't believe he said that with a straight face.
But then, thanks to that, we only went and met someone actually who looks like Wally, innit?
Don't talk about or talk to or about me.
Being lead inspector comes with a fair bit of troubles, I guess.
Don't talk to
Or about me.
Don't at me on Twitter.
He wants to leave.
Don't at me on Twitter for the love of God.
Don't reply or at me.
I will block and mute you.
I'm gonna be honest, right, man. This dialogue is bumping Gregson up on my list, man. I don't really like
I
Gregson.
love Gregson
I love parsing
so
dialogue.
much. Are you absolutely sure there was only a single shot fired?
Yeah, just the one. That's my story, bruv, and I'm sticking to it.
Same here. Well, same here. Why do you think so tall and all? So too and all? The murder weapon was the victim's own revolver.
Hatchling always keeps it on top of the shop counter.
Yeah, he did. Really stood out to me.
There were no bullets left. There was no bullets left in the chamber.
Didn't he say something about that? Hatchling only keeps one bullet in his gun at all times.
Come to think of it, he did say that.
Actually, Pat, you're going to take over a little bit more because my dinner's here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
In other words, the weapon was only fired once. You're absolutely sure of this?
Yes, my lord, 100%. Afterward, the murder weapon was found firmly held in the defendant's hand.
This isn't going well. Hold it! You mean the door leading to the storeroom?
If you look at the sketch, it should be obvious. Besides the entrance, there's only one other door in the shop, the door to the storeroom. The only light was from a lamp, so we couldn't see too good.
But we found another door behind some curtains, innit? That sounds right so far. The door to the storeroom was hidden by a curtain after all. By the way, why did you try to open the door in the first place? You what? Any common burglar would run for his life as soon as they heard a gunshot, right?
Wow, bruv, you think it sounds about right, don't you, bruv?
Well, we ain't common burglars, that's a story, innit?
Humans generally react to loud noises in one of two ways. Some cower in fear and flee, others muster up courage and leap to action. I'm sure a black-eyed Japanese like you fits the first category. These two do not.
Oh, I guess I'm a coward now. In any case, the door that leads to the scene was locked, so you were unable to open it. What did you two do after that? You didn't do nothing, and you didn't steal nothing. Are you sure?
Well, it all started to kick off as soon as we walked in, bruv.
Couldn't even get our hands on our little pockets, let alone steal, innit? You just left the shop, nice and quiet, yeah? Are you sure?
We're peaceful criminals, yeah? There ain't nothing we hate more than violence, bruv.
We kept our hands and shells our pockets when made off, best we could. How dare you lie like that?
Hey.
When you two are trying to get away, you bumped into someone, didn't you?
Oh.
And then you shot him! What? Who'd I shoot?
You?
No way, you're the bloke who we ran into once we were making a getaway in it? I am. Oh, come on, you didn't say nothing?
You should have said so before, bruv!
You were holding a gun and then you were running away. You shot the great detective as he arrived at the scene. You shot the Sherlock Holmes!
The Sherlock Holmes!
They shot Mr. Holmes? Seriously?
Yeah, I heard rumors he was taken to the hospital yesterday.
That's just horrid. Who would shoot our very own Mr. Holmes? On the night of the crime, these two men were arrested not far from the scene. They looked so suspicious that the patrolling officer couldn't leave them wandering around. Yeah. After a quick inspection of their possessions, the yard discovered a revolver hidden in one of their pockets. Furthermore, there are clear traces that show a single bullet was fired. My lord, this is the gun that they had.
There does appear to be gunpowder residue on part of the cylinder. Very well, the court accepts it as evidence.
Ah, yes, more food.
Also, I forget, didn't the girl, like, wasn't she put into jail, like, after, how's she still in the...
What do you mean?
Like, the person that's on the far right, juror number 6.
Juror number 6?
Yeah.
What?
You mean the Russian?
Yeah. Like...
He was never arrested.
Well, no, what? Wasn't that, like, she was the...
That wasn't the girl, Pat. That was what that was a completely different person that Sherlock just assumed was that person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, this guy.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah.
for whatever...
Yeah, no, Pat, that's the whole joke of that joke.
That's the whole joke. It's the
Okay.
person that Holmes
See,
actually
I
played.
was legit thinking it was the same girl. I was like, wait, hold on.
What? They look
Wait.
completely different.
Sorry, it's been a bit, okay?
Yeah.
It's almost like this LP has been
No wonder
going...
you don't like that case. You don't remember it.
No, I went
Japanese boy.
back to it for the...
Oh my god.
I'm the Grim Reaper. I'm an asshole. The prosecution demands evidence. Indeed, there are signs that a single round was fired from their gun. But I demand that you present evidence to prove that the bullet was fired at the crime scene.
Objection! Why do I need to investigate? Hey, I was present at this crime scene too!
Objection! But I must inform you that we were not present. Unless you have evidence to support your rash claims. Your words are nothing more than flimsy accusations.
I need evidence that proves the witnesses fired their gun at the pawn shop. The court requests evidence from the defense. Show us proof that the men fired the gun within the pawn shop that night.
Oh yeah, Pat, did you go through your evidence before you started the case?
I mean, you got a lot of evidence right now, so they it's fine.
not sure if there's anything on the actual gun that can prove it. Guess might as well just examine it. This chamber can hold up to 6 bullets. At the moment, there are 5 inside.
That means only 1 bullet was fired.
That's right.
And that bullet was the one that hit Holmesies, right?
Yes, he was shot right as he entered the shop.
That's just awful.
I guess? Maybe that? But it doesn't show it on the thing, so... I don't want to say it's that. I don't think...
Hang on, let me see what you got.
Okay.
I'm fully back now, by the way. I had TGI. Well, I ordered from TGI Fridays.
Going back. Letter request. Blood samples. Well, the 3 samples, so maybe that? To show, like, other people were shot there, so... I think it's that or either the gun itself.
I think you could
I'll
go...
leave you on your own for this one.
I think the gun is more likely itself. So I'm gonna present that. There's no doubt in my mind that this but fuck, that's gonna be the wrong one. Yeah, damn it.
Remember the layout of the crime scene.
Ow!
Ow. Hey, bro, we sell propane accessories.
Okay. What's that shop?
Grapes give me strength.
Someone just sent me high quality, like really high quality reps of DGS 2 tracks. Hell yeah!
Well, the locker room.
You know you gotta share those, right?
Yeah, I know.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna send you every link that they sent me.
Can you check to see what's inside the blood samples? Like,
There we go.
Okay, so... Yeah, probably this one then.
Probably these are the same.
Okay, we got it.
Awesome.
yeah, I knew it was a calendar. I just
Yeah, I knew it was
Yeah.
the bullet thing.
yeah, I knew it was a calendar.
I mean the
was
blood thing.
One of my 2 hunches was right on there.
There we go. I sent all the files in the DMs, Jason. These are amazing.
When you're friends with programmers.
Or just know people.
Alright. That evidence is filed right here! But whatever might that be? While we were doing our own investigation, we found several
My
blood
bad, I
stains.
got distracted.
Okay. I'll let you take it next time.
Yeah, such lack of faith in the yard. How fitting for an egotistical Japanese.
In any case, this contains reactions to all the bloodstains we found.
Does the evidence for your claim is somewhere in there?
Yes, my lord.
Very well. The court hereby orders the defense to provide more information. Show us a sample that proves these witnesses fired their gun at the scene.
Maybe the first one right here.
What on earth is this?
It's a photo we took at the pawn shop on the day of the murder.
Why is it green? This is from the scene of the crime? Could this be? Is this not a bullet hole? I can see a bullet lodge inside. And yesterday was the 16th? Oh man, I forgot to pick up groceries.
Actually, today is the 16th right now.
Yeah, today's
so,
16th.
Yeah.
I'll
As you
probably
can
choose
see,
something we can hear it.
the bullet struck the calendar. The date shown is the 16th of April. That's the day of the crime.
The incident occurred at 1 a.m. In other words, the shot was fired after midnight after the date had changed.
It may not be decisive, but Is this not sufficient proof that there were witnesses fired a gun at the pawn shop? Yeah!
Also, we can hear you chewing.
Everybody eating right
What
now.
you chewing on? Chewing on grapes?
Probably.
I'm hungry, okay?
Order! Your thoughts, Lord Van Zeeks?
I didn't even drink it.
If that is what the defense claims, then the prosecution has no objections.
Huh? There we go.
Yeah. Please forgive my impudence for shattering the Holy Grail within these halls of justice.
Yeah, you do it every fucking trial. That's fine. Okay.
Indeed, these two men brazenly broke into the pawn shop.
Listen, Patrick, he breaks up as often.
They fired as soon as someone found them, and then they fled. They are despicable villains.
Hey, what?
What? Hold on a second. Don't just drop us in like that, bruv.
You swore you keep you swore you keep mum about that, ain't it? Right, Wally? Tell him. I have no comments.
Let's cure Van Zeeks. Of course, he knew I was gonna break down their lies.
Now then, I must show my appreciation for the Japanese boy who stands before me.
What do you mean?
Why, thanks to you, a certain fact has just been proven.
What fact is that?
We were aware that when we arrested these men, their gun had been fired once. But now that we know that they shot Sherlock Holmes, it becomes clear that they cannot have shot the victim. In other words, the Templars are unrelated to the murder of Hatch Windaback.
That's what he was planning.
Yeah, we're innocent, bruv.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, bruv.
Illegal trespassing, attempted robbery, perjury, and now attempted murder.
Seems your crimes are piling up.
Oh.
Don't do this to her, bruv.
Now, speaking of that oh so great detective Sherlock Holmes, it appears he was a regular patron of the victim's pawn shop.
What in the world is he doing now?
Mr. Holmes has a strange obsession of tinkering with such bizarre machinery.
What does he mean by bizarre, huh?
Why don't you
You
glare
enjoy
at
those
him
grape pirates?
instead?
He's a vampire.
He was such a loyal customer that he even set up this strange device inside the shop.
That's Holmesy's automatic recording device.
What is that? Looks to be a camera of sorts.
You are correct, my lord. It appears to be a camera with a small clock attached to it.
What's the point of that?
It automatically takes pictures of the shop every 30 minutes.
That sounds dumb.
Should the robbers break in, this camera will take pictures of them.
Why? I see.
It's the why. That was really stupid. That
Every
really got
single
me there.
time.
This was the why. Okay, okay. I brought a knife with the pictures taken from this camera.
I just want the pouty faced Iris like looking at the judge. Just
Like, why?
That's dumb.
This records crime. Why?
I just
Just
enjoy the
Christ.
idea. I just enjoy the idea as these cases go on, the judge just gets more sassy.
He's seen more and more.
It's like, oh, it's these guys. All right, I can cut loose a little bit.
As you can see, if nothing occurs in any given night, it wastes an awful amount of film.
It certainly is rather wasteful security device. I hope this
Two of
never
these
catches
cameras
on.
are set up inside the shop.
Hmm.
If we look at the floor plans, they are here and here.
Alright.
Yes, let me see here. Oh.
What?
What?
This is beautiful.
What? What's beautiful?
Whatever. Later.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, internet just died there for a second, but now it's back, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Alright.
Let's continue on.
Jason?
Oh, okay. What happens if a burglar breaks in and leaves in between photos?
Perhaps we're meant to pray that these burglars sit and chat for 30 minutes or so. As it happens, these witnesses were not captured in any of the photos that night.
No! I was free, Brandon! No!
We're not lucky, bro.
No! I was free! You put me back in! No! I did what I said I was to do!
That's a big gag for me, bro. It is.
Man, imagine
Imagine
getting mad at supporting your friends.
Brandon! No! No! No!
Okay, now do the stupid voice.
I want to be free!
Yeah, looks like the good Lord himself is on the titular side.
Allow me to confirm one thing, witnesses. Around what time did you break into the shop?
Well, it's one did commit.
That was around
robbery.
1 in the morning. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Right, bruv?
Bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm sure it was around 1 in the morning, bruv.
Let's confirm one more thing, then. What did the camera capture just before these two hooligans broke into the shop? Here, take a look, if you please.
Take a look. It's in the book.
Gina.
Yeah, Jason.
This is... The defendant! Gina Lestrade! Live on camera!
Gina, this wasn't the best time to do the side B.
As you can see, it
She did the neutral B.
was the neutral B.
Dang it.
The defendant was aiming the gun at the victim. She was likely trying to coerce him into opening the storeroom.
But why would she be pointing the gun up then?
About to point it.
Indeed, that seems to be the natural assumption. The court accepts this photograph as evidence.
Alright, gotta suspect of the fact that she's pointing it up makes no goddamn sense if she was trying to
I
shoot
mean,
him.
if you have the gun, you're about to load it, and then you point.
Yeah, but the...
It captured a single frame, Pat. Jesus.
So highly
It's
sus. Highly sus.
It's basic logic, man.
Yeah, and my basic logic is
Elementary, my
that
dear Pat.
yeah, that my basic logic is that even if you were loading a gun, why would you be pointing it to the fucking top? It makes no goddamn sense. I'm trying to defend her for the love of God.
No way! Gene Bean!
They're all about to they're about to
Man,
all
thinks
declare
I
her
am
ass guilty.
using facts and logic right here.
about
Let
to
me do
declare
my
her ass
thing.
guilty.
No, Pat tried to defend her. He's like,
He's like, you're fucked
send her
either
to
way.
jail. I don't care.
Or just she did it. Nah, I'm
Send the
sure you
sexy
lost
blonde
me.
girl to jail.
There is no one else who could have shot Hatch Windaback, save for the accused.
No!
My back.
Need to see a chiropractor. My God.
My neck.
My lord! Honored war veteran wishes to speak with you.
What is it, Foreman?
Ever since I took a shell to the knee during the Battle of Maywand, I've been forced to stay off the battlefield with only a medal to show for it.
By the way, question for the board. This is probably just me, but now that ever since his red cheeks became like more probably red, he always looked kind of drunk.
Yeah, I can kind of see it.
It'd be like that. It's been rough ever since his wife went to jail.
Good.
Compared to my victories in battle, a medal is nothing.
And that's it.
For this past year, I've continued to wage war on the battlefield known as life. And now, with my 5 fellow comrades by my side, I found a final resting place. I swear I have, my lord.
This better be going somewhere.
Oh, great, here we go.
To put it in layman's terms, the jury has reached a unanimous verdict.
Why couldn't you just say that?
Am I wrong?
Is he wrong, Foreman?
Are you wrong?
You will not be wrong to believe as such.
Why didn't
Hey,
you
come
just
on,
say
it's
that?
too early to jump conclusions.
Come on now, deliver your verdict, my 5 fellow comrades.
A beautiful handkerchief and a beautiful verdict. That is a maid's goal.
The truth is finally come to light. It's almost stereoscopic.
Oh, not forget, I just can't remember very well.
The situation is electrifying clear. There is no need to whack our brains over this anymore.
I actually feel sorry for those young brothers. They are unlucky.
She's typing a call-out post on Twitter while she's in trial.
I'm making
Well-
a call-out post on Twitter.
Right.
Very well. Alright, let's go for the slogan dance. You made your decisions, blah blah blah, just do the thing.
Alright.
She's fucking dead hanging.
Oh, watch the old man.
Oh, old man, yeah, look at him.
Alright, there goes the flame, man. Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah,
Guilty.
That's right, I've seen this trial over and over again.
You know the slogan dance.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
find her
yeah.
guilty.
This picture. It must be decisive evidence that Inspector Gregson mentioned.
But Jean Bean didn't shoot anyone.
Yeah, of course she didn't. I already know where this is gonna go, and it's gonna be the stereoscopic mumbo jumbo. My lord, the defense asserts that this riot closing argument, blah blah blah. Let me do it already.
Blah 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 blah.
Me.
I knew we were gonna do that. All right. Everybody, get a
I'm so
place.
surprised I do waste our time with your sad vain struggle.
All right, start. All right. What are your opinions? State them for the board.
Go.
She did it. She sus. The end.
Alright, come on. I already know it.
Every bit of evidence points towards the defendant's guilt. You see.
This may seem to suppose any of our unsightly rubbish. That is all.
If you look at the plot stereoscopically, it should think I was plain to see.
If I forget, then he wouldn't be alive at all in the first place, yes?
I'm prepared to transmit my current feelings to the world through radio waves
Literally
and
making.
Twitter posts.
Judging people by looks is wrong. Those 3 men have done nothing evil.
Except, shot somebody.
I'm kind of suspicious of Juror 5 and his statement, but indeed.
Both she and the victim were alone together inside a locked storeroom. The defendant was holding the weapon, and these witnesses heard her shooting him. And above all, just look at this photo! I've been on the battlefield. I know what people look like when they're shooting to kill.
Which is, then you haven't been in the battlefield because you're shooting goddamn up.
It's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Persian. That's how I feel. That's how I felt too.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Holmesies can't live with him, but you can't live without him.
Like overall, I do like the jurors, but in this game they do feel
Yeah,
convenient.
they are.
Yeah.
I remember they're less downplaying than the next game.
Yeah.
I remember.
With this much evidence against you, I doubt you'd be able to overturn this verdict.
Just let me point out that she fired the goddamn
And
gun
that's
up.
Zeke. I bet you 50 pounds he does it. Defense, just go on, you know.
Yeah. Let me out.
I still don't know what you mean by she pointed the gun up, man. Like, I don't get it.
Because if you're loading a gun, you load it down. Why would you load it up? It makes no.
What if she picked it up?
When you're pulling it out, if you were pulling it out of a holster or your pocket, it would be pointed down. Pointing it up would make no sense at
What
all.
if she picked it up from the table?
Then it would be on its side. You would point it forward. You would not be pointing it
She
up.
grabbed it up, got her position
Pointing
ready.
it up makes no goddamn
You think Gina knows how to
sense.
handle a gun?
Also, if she was pointing it up as like a warning shot, there's only a goddamn bullet in there. I'm sorry.
I have no idea why you get so frustrated with this. It's pretty simple.
Ah!
This is pretty
Now
basic,
we-
man.
And now at ED by 11. Also press this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, press this guy. I love it. Well, hello there. If it isn't the defense attorney from 2 months ago. Thank you for your help with everything.
There were strange incidents for you and your residents, right? Remember how it was Sherlock Holmes and me who made everything better? I mean, we really helped you out, that's all. But I mean, I'm not saying that's why you should change your verdict or anything.
Jason, it gets better.
It gets better. True, thanks to you. The rumors of the curse at my home have been getting worse. Even worse. Ever since the current tenants left, I haven't been able to rent out a single room.
Huh?
When I go to meet my wife in jail, and thanks for that, by the way, I'm not sure what to say. Oh, really? Thank you so much.
No problem.
Oh, no problem. Oh, but I mean... I'm not saying that's why I'm absolutely not charging my verdict or anything.
Oh, okay, any case. Mr. Grove is paying way too much attention to Juro.
I know that fucking broke me, Jason.
Thanks for that.
That broke me when I first played the game.
Thank you for that.
I knew Jason was gonna laugh his ass off because he never saw that.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Thanks for that, by the way.
I knew you never saw that. I want to show it at some point. I'm like, hey, I'll stay over this. You just ruined the guy's life. I love that so much.
Jason!
Thanks for that, by the way.
I love it. Thanks. Every time I go to your wife in jail, and thanks for that, by the way.
That's the part that kills me.
Like, goes out of his way to say, and thanks for that, by the way.
Oh man.
God.
Oh man, that's really
Dude, I was laughing my ass off when I first played this game.
Oh man. That's probably. Oh man, is that the new contender for the funniest joke of the game?
I know I've never in. It's like
I don't know. I
moment.
think I laughed harder at the what do we call it? I think the lion thing is still what's winning for me.
Nah, I remember laughing at this a lot more because it was such like a quick and snappy joke. Like, oh yeah, you did kind of fuck over this guy's whole life. That's right.
It's like, naruhodō just like, by the way, remember how we helped you and made your life
Oh, by the way, remember how you fucked me up my life? It's like, no problem.
and now you feel like, oh, I'm just doing this kind of out of spite because you put my wife in jail. And I'm not gonna make any money now.
I know Juro should have no bias, but fuck you.
We get it, you're the stereoscopic guy.
He loves 3D, except we're playing this on a Nintendo 2DS. There was no 3D.
There was never 3D.
There was never 3D. Wait, it's a system.
There is no Easter Bunny. There is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no 3D.
There's no 3D mode.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Oh.
God dang it. By the way, these tracks are amazing.
Yeah, I want to listen to them now. I'm gonna listen to them once we're done.
No, like I listened to a few just to see how they sound in comparison.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so many clips.
I'm not voicing, so I can actually do my job.
I just heard like a second. Oh my god, this is on your list of these tracks now.
God.
Someone like linked me like the highest quality versions of DGS music of all the DGS tracks. It's amazing.
I was seeing the comment earlier of just like saying that was like the angriest you've ever heard me. No, I think I've been angrier in other streets and stuff like that.
But Pat, they're teenagers. They...
No, they're fucking adults.
No, I meant like a reference to DR2.
No. I wasn't even that angry during DR. I'm thinking more of like
No, I'm just remembering because I remember that
wait,
someone ever
wait,
like Alexandra would keep bringing up their teenagers or something like that.
Cause like I think the most I think the angriest I've ever been is like either in probably the honestly I think the Birth by Sleep Vanitas fight honestly was probably the most.
I would say it's either Birth by Sleep Vanitas fight or V3 Trial 5.
I wasn't even.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah.
no, because internet.
That was more internet stuff, yeah.
I know, but still, we're pointing out angry modes. We're pointing out angry modes. Oh, that sounds beautiful.
By the way, that Vanitas fight is still nonsense. I can't believe you actually missed that.
I know, it's so fucking dumb.
I know. I never knew you could miss it until you missed it. Wait, what? You can miss?
Okay, but what does that have to do with the case?
Oh, what? Oh.
Oh my god.
Hey, you talking smack, bro?
You talking smack?
I noticed you were getting a little, angry there, Juror 3.
What do you want?
You look like you have something you want to say about Juror 5's statement. Though I'm sure I can guess what it is.
Don't just say it! Look at me, you!
Me? No.
Who else could he be talking to?
Oh, wait, I love this part.
How dare you call the stereoscope a toy?
That's what it is. It is? Oh, wow. It lets you look at things all in 3 dimensions. Take a look around you. Everything already is in 3 dimensions.
Oh, wow, take a look at 3 dimensions. Take a look around you.
I don't
Everything's
think I'll
already
be
in 3
recovering
dimensions.
from that one.
Damn.
I remember first time through this.
I remember
that
dying
also
because it
killed
was
me.
like, wow. I remember, like, it was in the morning too. I woke up like, what the fuck is Jason going on about? I just checked my phone. What?
We have the chat as proof.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. It's absolutely useless.
Oh.
You just don't get it.
The person that dies by the 3D mechanic on the 3DS is great.
She's just unnecessarily
They said you're stuck.
Your hobbies are shit. They're fucking shit.
What the fuck is this 3D shit? Why you gotta cross your eyes?
Excuse me,
You
the
look
what?
stupid as fuck. May not look at pictures stereoscopically. Imagine the possibilities that hide behind this simple revelation. You want me to, but I'll tell you. I can never cross my eyes.
What would those possibilities be?
For example, let's say we had a picture of the crime scene. If you could look at that stereoscopically, it would reveal some clues that we hadn't seen before.
Really? You know, you said you were guilty, like an all guilty thing, and then you give me this.
Listen, he likes stereoscopic.
For you, do we have something stereoscopically to
Listen,
keep on with the
Patrick.
theme?
Listen, Patrick, as a fellow nerd, you should know.
You get someone talking about it, they talk
when,
about it.
When somebody hits on a topic that you're really interested in, you're not going to shut
Yeah,
up.
I'm about to declare this girl innocent, but hold on, I want to talk about this. What?
And especially
The cat!
Well, I thought. Okay, the thing I was kind of confused on okay, gotta go back into that fucking thing.
Yeah, you gotta go back. Oh, let's see.
Because I thought they were talking about the original photo that we did this with.
I mean, he said if you have a photo of the crime scene,
okay,
then we
of
can
the
use
crime
that.
scene in particular, okay. Because I thought we had to do the whole tutorial shit again, kind of deal. That's what I
No,
thought
you
it was
don't.
going
Okay, you know who we have to have a talk to?
Cables.
The main track goes 6 times, just as many jurors ever. Alright.
anything around you.
We get it, you're having a Twitter argument.
I mean, that's what
You
it
don't
is.
have to add everybody in the conversation, thank you.
No, when someone... Basically,
You
when
can remove
when
everybody else from that, by the way. You should totally do that.
you mean when you forgot to do notifications and mute
Or
him?
just untag people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Juror 3. Could you really look at these pictures stereoscopically?
Why, of course, Mr. Attorney.
Then, if you please.
Okay, I need one more photo from you then.
One more photo. I mean, that's the one we just had.
Dead body.
Shit, I don't have the other photo.
Not that one. Because this is the one we just showed, so.
Yeah, you just got it.
Okay, I think I'm a little. Is it the crime scene photo?
I mean, I don't think it's stereoscopic works, but nah,
Well,
it's not it.
That's what the problem, because I don't see another.
Exactly. Do you have a photo?
I don't think so. We gotta get it from somebody else, don't we?
You might have to get that for somebody.
Yeah, you don't have the photo. You don't have the photo.
Just present it again. Take it.
What the fuck? Same photo?
By the way, have you seen this new meme going around on Twitter about like this 4 pictures of the Pope holding up something?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Wow, we truly do live in a society.
Yeah, you can skip it.
No, I can't skip it. That's the problem because it's the first time you're seeing this dialogue.
Oh, that's right. I swear one day I'll be able to do it with just crossing my eyes. God damn it! I swear, I can do it.
How can you call yourself a true TGS fan if you can't?
The day that ED does it, he'll just call on Pat on Discord. I did it!
At everyone. Alright, dumbass, get back there.
But if you at everybody, only like 4 people are gonna get it.
4 is more than 1.
He's right.
You gotta find the other thing.
Alright, it's time for
Excuse me, I am.
Yeah.
Revolutionary!
Yes, there are many rumors.
Rumors?
I look like this, like bad guy.
So he knows.
So we know. I am called many names: revolutionary, murderer, dictator.
So, what are you really?
I came to London to sightsee. I am going to see Crystal Tower now.
Something doesn't quite sit right with me here.
I always treated like bad guy. Inside, I hurt. I feel sorry for men who get called bad guy because of appearances.
Then Pillar Bros?
They may have entered shop, but they do nothing wrong. This is what I want to say.
Tin Pillars did nothing wrong? Seems should start off by clearing up some misunderstanding. Say, Iris.
What's up for you?
Jury selected from the citizens of London, right?
Yep, cool, right?
But then, why was this clearly suspicious sightseeing Russian revolutionary chosen?
I was wondering the same thing, honestly.
This is such bullshit, man. What the fuck?
Okay, so gotta get the stereoscopic one later. So first, gotta get through the other ones. So Timberlake, there's a truth. They'll take this out. Oh. Yeah, I see it. I'm just gonna say it to make sure.
Someone's losing their job over this.
Boom. Boom. Yeah, there we go. These two statements are clearly contradictory.
Oh no, what a tragedy. Oh, of course.
Contradiction. Contradiction.
Juror 6, you seem to lack a fundamental understanding of this case.
Fundamental?
Juror 2 said it herself only moments ago. The Tin Pillar shot at least 1 bullet as they ran from the pawn shop.
And that vile buttock truck that poor dear Sherlock Holmes.
How long has it been since we actually heard this track?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's case 2.
Oh. You don't mean to tell me you didn't catch that, did you?
Vile bullet. Bullet.
Juror 6, excuse me?
Oh, sorry. My English not very good.
Does that mean you really didn't catch that?
I am sorry. I did not receive that.
Huh?
Oh, here. Bullet. Small metal object fired from gun. You needed to tell me this. I am from Russia.
Who on earth chose someone like this as a juror? Anime villain.
Namaste. These evil-looking men told lie. They say done nothing, but they actually shoot at the man.
Yes. That's correct.
Oh, lying is bad, especially for evil-looking men.
I don't think this is related to their appearance.
So, maybe... They stole nothing is also lie. Is it?
According to the Yard's investigation, nothing seems to be missing from the pawn shop.
I believe no one now.
Hey, maybe you should start a little bit more gentle with your mouse.
I must see, with my own eyes.
But you can't really do that, we're in the middle of a trial.
Come on now, Ryu. Of course we can. It's real simple.
Huh?
All we need to do is use Holmesy's automatic crime recording device.
Oh.
To compare photos to Gene Beam with the one right after, we can tell right away who's been stolen or not. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Come on, give us the evidence.
How shameless of you to address the prosecution right during the closing argument. This is the photo in which the accused entered the shop and threatened the pawnbroker.
No, Persia, the reason is, Naruhodō actually studied
knows English.
when
That was like his original profession, right? Or something.
Yeah, he was he was in the English department.
Yeah.
He was an English major, so he actually knows how to speak it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Russian guy is
just
an escapee.
He's here to commit terrorism. Anyway, the two then moved to the storeroom. After that, the Templars broke in. Soon after, they heard a single gunshot. Unfortunately, no photo was taken at that moment. However, this photo shows that they stayed at the counter after they fled the scene.
Gimme.
This is it.
There you go, Pat. There's your photo.
Sophie?
Oh, Sophie, that was you.
That was that.
Sophie?
Sophie,
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
God.
Alright.
It doesn't look like anything was stolen.
Yeah. There's not really anything missing from the second photo.
So the evil-looking brothers half-lie. They shoot once, but still nothing?
That seems to be the case.
Good.
It's not good at all!
Jesus. Anyway, I make mistake. If these men lie, I want to hear more.
Well, that was easy.
I just noticed the rap bounce. I like that.
Okay. That's probably been the most pointless clash so far, honestly.
Probably.
I would say it is.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because the whole reason is
This guy doesn't actually understand what's going on.
Yeah.
he doesn't speak.
I think the
English
one man
that
is
great.
too. There's two people that
There
kind
was
of
an
brainless
actual
here.
there was an actual language barrier.
Language barrier, yeah.
Can't believe it wasted our time on that.
Especially because, like, this is case 5. Like, we should be past that at this point, honestly.
Well, ultimately speaking, the purpose of that was to get that photo. So now that you have it, you can go back. You can go back to the other thing. You found first.
In case 3-5, you had to interrogate fucking Larry again, so.
Oh, go get it out of the court.
Alright. Start your Twitter arguments again.
These fuckers have argued 3 times in a row.
They really still going on in this thread.
They have. This is the exact same conversation too. Get your photos out, ladies and gentlemen. Uno más photo.
Otro photo.
These 2 photos were taken at the same automatic crime recording device.
That would do. By the way, Mr. Attorney.
Also, Brandon, no, that is a lie. That's not the defendant from case 3 of Apollo Justice.
I mean, I still don't like Larry after he's 21.
I know,
honestly.
but he's not the worst character in the series.
I mean, I still don't like him. That's all I'm trying to say, mate. I'm trying to say, bruv. Do you know why we can see stereograms in 3 dimensions? Do you know the mechanics behind it?
Let's see, if I'm right, I learned this yesterday. I've got this.
This is on the test.
The views from your left and right eyes have slightly different alignment. The difference is synthesized into one 3-dimensional picture you see inside your brain.
You're exactly right.
Which means the misalignment between these 2 pictures is important.
So if you line up the 2 pictures that are exactly the same, what happens?
Of course, you want to be able to view it stereoscopically.
Oh. Oh! I get it. I get it now.
Oh, it seems the little lady over there is caught on.
I understand now, Ryu.
My brain has gotten bigger.
Ryu, I just had a brain blast.
This is when you study something like some lore that's incredibly dumb kind of thing, and you're like, I get it now, and your brain is just fried at that point. That's great, Iris, but can you stop crossing your eyes at me?
Ryu, look at Holmesy's 2 pictures one more time. There is a clear difference between the 2 photos, isn't there?
Of course, Gina and Hatch are only in one of the pictures, right?
Yep, you can tell at a glance now. How about we have a looky here, still stereoscopically?
Alright, I'll give it a try. Okay, let's see. Cross my eyes until the 2 photos overlap.
You know, it's cool. I actually can notice the difference right now. Once I know what it is, I can actually tell.
I'm just looking at the photos.
Jason, do you see it as well?
I'm just seeing the... Look at the... Oh, I already see it. I already see it.
What is it?
It's the glass on the bottom. Alright. This is...
So, were you able to cross your eyes correctly?
Just say it's working. Say it's working.
Oh! Oh! What on earth's going on with these photos?
Yeah, the difference is that.
Oh. The stuff on top of the desk is floating!
If you check both photos, one of them is missing. Yes, that's exactly what is happening. This is the ability of a stereoscopic vision.
The other ability?
What does this mean? Why are the things on the counter floating?
I forgot about that shot.
I forgot about that too, honestly. Scott, you'll come to see the answer.
The principles of stereoscopic vision.
Allow me to repeat myself.
No, don't.
Fuck you. If you'll have to, so...
Oh, god damn it.
Because I can tell if you compare, like, the clock works in relation to the clock, yeah, you can see it's different.
Then
Also,
in that case,
ED, I was looking at the photo and now that you pointed it out, I see it, but I still remember having a hard time.
Yeah, like, it's really minute. You gotta, like, do that you could compare where
see,
it is in relation to other
I
things.
don't see what they mean by it's floating. The only actual difference I see is that the glass on the bottom...
No, I think it's floating if you try and do the stereoscopic thing. Because, like, look at, what's it called? Look at it, how it races the clock. It's, like, right, aligned with the clock, and they right when it's past it. Because, like, apparently it would create some sort of illusion like that if they're misaligned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
glance
basically.
what's on the counter looks untouched between the 2 pictures, but in reality, there's a slight misalignment with their locations.
Yeah. That's what they mean by it's floating, because they're not entirely synced up. You can.
Yeah, it's not synced up, which causes distortion.
Exactly.
But you can only be able to
She's
see
so
that.
tiny!
I think you'll only be able to see that if you turn the 3D on your 3DS and you're playing it the way that they want you to play
Otherwise,
it.
you just say it's working, and then they'll just continue on. No, a moment, that's, that whole being OC Foster's thing is simple. But why are these photos misaligned? Where's your counterattack, Oriental attorney?
What, me? How am I supposed to know?
Oh, you do know. It's very simple.
What? Really?
Let's see. How about we think about this in order? First, at 2 a.m., this picture was taken.
1
Wow,
a.m.
2 a.m. They went back in time. They went forward in time, and then they went back in time.
And then 30 minutes later, this picture was taken. What's more, this second photo is on top of the counter, was slightly out of place. Which means what?
During that 30-minute period, someone moved the things on the counter!
Someone! Put the stuff on the counter!
But that hasn't been mentioned in any of the testimonies.
Now I see. This was quite the detour, but here it comes. We're finally going to reach the last stop of this closing argument. If that's the case, the next question is clear. Who exactly moved the things on top of the counter?
Say you know the answer.
Of course. Who was the one that caused this slight alignment difference between the pictures? It's easy.
I think that was Holmes.
It was Shizado. I knew it.
It was Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it was supposed to be after...
It was Vortex, he was there. He was there.
But wait, there's 2 of them.
Yeah. Does either one of them work, or...
Press that present button.
Yeah, because, like, I was like, either one
Yeah,
of
I
them.
think that you present.
Yeah, either one is fine, either one.
Yeah, either
Okay,
one is
alright,
fine.
just
The
make
game
it...
does that sometimes, where like either evidence could work.
Okay, good. It was the previous witness, the Tim... Is it Tim Pillar?
Tin Pillar.
Yeah.
Tim
The
Pillar.
I think it's a JoJo reference.
Alright. The Tim Pillar brothers.
I am confused. Those boys say earlier. The second we entered the shop, the crime happened. We touched nothing in that shop. You were saying this is more lies? This is what you are saying?
Yes, sir. But surely these weren't the only ones.
Right, that defendant was the pickpocket, yes? She could have very easily ransacked the counter.
No, that's hard to believe.
Why?
Locked door. As we can see from this photo, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim. Except not, because she's pointing a fucking up!
Well,
From the looks of things, she's most likely demanding the storeroom from the storeroom door to be opened. In other words, the defendant's objective was inside the storeroom. There was no need for her to go out of the way to move what was on the counter. As such, the Tim Pillars are hiding something they have yet to testify about.
But the defendant is a pickpocket in her own nature to be villainous.
Don't forget that the Tim Pillars are burglars. They're just as villainous as her. On the night of the crime, they may have been searching for something on the victim's counter. If you believe the defendant is suspicious just because she's a pickpocket, then we should be thoroughly scrutinizing the testimony of the 2 burglars too. I agree. I would like to hear a bit more about the testimony.
goddamn.
Was that really necessary?
Yes.
Does everyone understand now? How much are the wonders in the world of stereoscopic vision?
How much was he paid in sponsorships to do all this stereoscopic talk for the 3DS?
20 guineas. That's a lot.
You convinced me. When this trial ends, I will head straight to the registry to buy a stereoscope.
I win.
Just gonna yeah. See, that's W.
He won the Twitter argument. He won the Twitter argument.
When you walk away with a W. Haha! Success! I have converted them all.
Well, Persian, I mean, like, let's be real. Like, Gina is a pickpocket. That is a pickpocketer. That is a crime. Like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck those rich Brits.
Excuse me. It seems this trial is far from over, as usual. Such is the conclusion the jurors have reached, as usual. Most of the jurors have now changed, and the result of the closing argument,
As per usual.
2 vote guilty and 4 not guilty, as usual. Thus, the court acknowledges the jury's vote and orders the continuation of the trial.
We did it, Ryu. Oh, hey.
What's up, Iris?
I should give you this. It might come in handy later, after all.
I probably won't need it after this, but...
This is the beta for the 3DS, this device.
Now, Lord Van Zeeks, the court orders further testimony for your previous witnesses.
This is such fucking bullshit, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Accompanied by this fragrant scent, I shall obey. Fuck, man. I hate 3DS. Vita deserved it better.
For now, at least we got one more chance to corner these witnesses. Until I get Gina a non-guilty verdict, I will not let this trial end.
The Vita did actually deserve better.
It did.
It did. It was a pretty neat system.
Yeah,
Like,
as someone who owns a Vita and really likes it,
as someone who borrowed a Vita for a year and never gave it back until like they actually wanted it. So, anyways, keep going. We're not done here.
Back to the tin pillars, oi.
Where's the hound?
The hound's at the pound.
God damn it. They put it down.
Well,
No.
This is yeah, better places to take it knocked it on the ground.
Why are we rhyming? Now, let us continue the trial.
Apparently, to the jurors, Gina put him down.
Yeah. He said it.
Okay.
Witnesses, return to the stand.
Fuck, bro. I think we're in trouble.
You guys are in trouble. I'm doing my job. I trust you were listening carefully to its closing argument.
Yeah, bro.
Couldn't keep my eyes off for a moment, bruv.
Mr. Tin Pillar!
Yeah.
Well, that's annoying. In your previous testimony, you said...
What is going on with their eyes?
But now it's clear you were lying.
Hey, Buff, shut up.
Mr. Tin Pillar!
Yeah.
On the night of the crime, you were searching for something on the counter of Hatch's pawnbrokers.
No, he wasn't, bruv.
Oh, how'd you know, bruv?
Oh.
Oh, god damn it.
The court orders you both to testify further. What exactly were you doing when Hatch was shot? This time, tell the truth.
Every time you toss another light down onto the heap, your cramps get heavier. One day, your mountain of sin may crush you both to death.
We're doing good, Ping. How you doing?
Yeah.
You would do well to keep that in mind. Where are you, bruv?
Let it clear, bruv.
Alright.
Made way getting out of here alive.
I thought we were gonna die here, bruv.
That's soda juice, bruv. Yeah, sure, we had a rubbish on the counter, but we were searching for nothing, bruv.
Ping, honestly, not too much has happened in the trial yet, so...
We're interrogating these fuckers.
Yeah.
Give us a heart attack. Give us a heart attack with the gun went off. That's what we don't stuff around, ain't it?
Not being funny, but it was proper scary. The murderer could have come from the storeroom.
We sort of tidied up the desk, right, and tried to scrap her. But then we went into you lot, innit?
There's no way we could have been able to shoot that shopkeeper in it.
Now you both confess? You really did mess up the victim's counter on the night of the crime?
We didn't mess it up or nothing, bruv.
Yeah, it's more like we gave it a tidy, isn't it? Well, if you want to make a thing of it,
It remains true that these two men broke into the pawn shop with intent to steal. However, they did little more than get scared by a gunfire, tidy up somewhat, and flee.
That makes no sense.
What? That don't make us sound like baddies at all, bruv.
Hit it, bruv. Don't think you could do it with your family and make it sound a little more evil, bruv?
Okay, fine, you fucking shot a man.
I don't think it was coincident that D2 were present at the time Hatch was shot. There must be something hidden in this testimony. Because I'm sorry, if you heard a gunshot and you guys were gonna flee, why the fuck would you tidy up? Makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah,
We're gonna die, but first
It's almost like we're lying, bruv. It's almost like we're lying, bruv.
Do we still want to voice these, or...?
Sure, I want to voice the bruv.
Okay, why didn't you say so before?
Well, you know, we're criminals in it, bruv.
In it, if we want to mouth, people might think we're dodgy or something.
We had no choice, bruv. We didn't want to add no more crimes to the pile.
Well, thanks to your lies, I imagine you'll be adding a few perjury charges to that pile.
Ah.
That hurt, bruv.
This is getting annoying, ain't it, bruv?
Witnesses. Tell the Crown Court why you ransacked the counter at the crime scene. We didn't ransack nothing, bruv.
Yeah, bro. Really, we cleaned it up, ain't it?
Alright. Well, alright.
I think
Yeah, that was you. I mistake.
In other words, the gunshot surprised you?
Yeah, mate. This one's here, a real scaredy cat, bruv.
Something's really bugging me about Nemi's animations. Like, it feels like there's not enough, like, transition points in the animation, so it's like his model's, like, mouth movements is, like, clipping into itself. Kind of deal. As an animator, that's really bugging me.
I think they're going for a more cartoony movement.
I know, but
Nah.
it doesn't look like it's right, kind of deal.
These are the most unnatural looking characters, to be honest.
Shut your mouth. Not being funny, but the noise was so loud, it would have woke up a dead dad.
He was like, "Wah!" and then he toppled right over onto the counter.
He said it. He said the line.
The pile of ledgers fell, the candle stand fell, and that skull was rolling all over.
Yeah, next time he does that big face, like, watch his mouth. Whatever does that.
My first dodge hit came clean off before the frame fell over. It's skiff. It fell on the floor.
Sounds like that in itself was pretty loud.
Not being funny, it was so loud. It was so loud. Even me with my neck was down on bed to agree.
Goddamn.
In any case, that gunshot must have really surprised you.
Well, of course, bruv. The one was all like bang, and then suddenly bang in it.
Pull my dial trigger.
Oh. He said stuff.
Excuse me, Inspector Gregson?
I already told you not to lump me in with these weirdos.
That's not what I was going to say. Seemed like you were lost in thought during their testimony. Is there something bothering you about it?
It's probably nothing important. Sure, let something like this bother me. I already know that. It's not like we'll solve the case by getting caught up in the tiny details. Have you been a bit quick with me before?
Exactly. If it's not bothering you that much, why not just tell us?
When we arrested these two yesterday, the yard questioned them thoroughly. Their statement then and their statement now are just ever so slightly different.
Fuck. Hey, is it really, bruv?
I'm sure they said they were. I'm sure they said they heard the victim cry out shortly before the gunshot. Well, maybe we did say something like that, ain't it, bruv? It's just a small thing, I'm sure. But maybe they're being deliberately vague? I don't think it's that far-fetched. If the court finds your testimony to be deliberately vague, I will have no choice but to consider a very severe punishment for the two of you.
No!
We won't leave any more details, bruv! So swear at me, Mom! I'll be dead, Mom!
Swear at me dead, Mom! Hey, remember something. I'm sure you did. You would do well to add to your testimony then. I
hear you loud and clear, bruv, sir.
Just before the gunshot, we heard something, and,
Just before the gunshot, we heard someone yell, and over that gun!
So, basically, the shooting and the gunshot happened around the same time?
Yeah, you got it! Yeah, you got it what, bruv?
To be precise, we're in a shaky voice, and before the yelling, bruv.
Hey, if you don't want me to shoot...
I know with that gun! Bang!
Got it like that!
That was actually pretty good!
You get 1 W.
Where did that voice come from, then?
Of course, it was from the inside of the storeroom, bruv.
From the crime scene, then.
The voice here was Hatch's window back, I presume.
Yeah, bruv, of course!
Of course, bruv. Who else?
That means... you two could recognize Hatch's voice?
Come again, bruv.
It means just what he said, innit? Yes, of course.
Oh, wait, no. We don't know about nobody named Hatch or nothing. I saw me dead, Mom.
We were just spooked by the prosecutor, see? So because it was yes.
Am I scary or something? If you wish to live another day, you had better testify honestly.
Yes, sir, bruv. Of course, gotta keep this professional, innit?
Of course. Why wouldn't we? Don't anything kicking off here or nothing in it.
Wow.
They don't call me the Grim Reaper for nothing. Shortly after, there was a single gunshot from inside the shop. You two fell to the floor in fear, meanwhile knocking everything off the counter.
It went as bad as everyone thinks, bruv.
We tied it up after, and...
What you thinking?
I'm gonna go be right back.
Like, just before the gunshot...
He's thinking.
Because I think it's like... I don't think they ever... If they... It could have been also possibly Gina that said that. Maybe. That someone else shot him. But I don't have any evidence to prove that, so... Was Hatch holding a gun?
Edie burp, so
Yeah.
you
I
do.
think it was both Claire and aiming the gun together, innit? Just before he shot it, that geezer said, "If you don't want me to shoot you."
But his voice was cracked so bad that I didn't think I didn't think he was actually gonna do it, bruv.
I'm told that Hatch always kept a gun on top of the shop counter. He was fully prepared to shoot someone if he held to protect his pledges. And by someone, I mean himself.
I feel his resolve was rather misguided.
Yeah, well,
Also in bad taste.
looks like was even kind of batty at night, bruv. Probably shot because was taking so long, innit?
Not being funny, but if he had the time to speak, he should have just fired earlier, bruv.
Did you hear the gunshot immediately after the shooting? Yeah, it was
Shouting.
sorry. Yeah, it was almost at the same time, bruv. And over that gun! Ah! Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah. Then we had someone falling over. And was dead quiet in the storeroom after.
So we cleaned up the counter sharpish.
Hmm.
The door to the storeroom remained locked throughout all of this, correct?
Yeah, bruv.
We just did silent. It was real scary, bruv. We tried to open the door ourselves, but it was locked, didn't it?
If I remember correctly, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head, bruv.
It. We had at the podcast what was going on inside.
Was opening the door the only possible way to see inside the room? Wasn't there a keyhole, for example? Maybe some kind of peephole?
I think us the mind in it.
We would remember, bruv. We don't have the time to be worried about the little things, bruv.
That's what makes us scoundrels. We don't pay attention to details.
You know what, Persian? In an official translation, they would probably make it a little more New York.
Yeah.
Or Italian.
One day we'll be proper villains.
You can stop now.
The defendant has collapsed next to the victim's body at the scene.
If I remember right, Gina was unconscious at the time of the scene, holding up the pistol.
In other words, you scoundrels did not enter the storeroom, is that correct?
Yeah, you did on the hip, bruv.
We could get if you wanted to, bruv.
And that's when you shot Sherlock Holmes!
Well, we definitely pretty bad about that, bruv.
Yeah, bruv. To be honest, we was trembling nose when it happened.
It doesn't matter how you tremble, you still shot him.
Oh,
Also, it was like, our minds were totally blank.
Your mind could be rainbows for all I care. You still shot him. You made a 10-year-old cry.
yeah. And then we kind of managed to get away, but we look so dodgy that we got arrested on the spot, bruv.
Your gun was then confiscated by the constable, correct?
Yeah, that's about right, bruv.
But I was just gonna say one thing, bruv. Yeah, no, bruv, there's no way we'd have been able to shot him.
How can you be so sure?
Well, I mean, yeah, I know why, bruv.
But sure, what you did when we went in it, bruv?
The victim must have already moved to the storeroom. The accused threatened him with the gun, and so he locked the door from the inside. In other words, these two men did not meet with the pawnbroker at all last night. Correct.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. This guy knows his stuff, bruv.
My
Don't
God.
apologize, bruv.
I don't want to hear the word bruv for the rest of my goddamn life.
What's wrong, bruv? What's wrong, bruv?
You, bruv. You are what I have a problem with. Alright,
Hey, bruv, you got a problem with us, bruv?
Yes,
Bruv.
I do.
Jason, how you doing, bruv?
Doing good, bruv.
Fucking British people, am I right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck them birds. Alright. It's definitely something about the storage room, I think, is what's up.
Well, Pat, what's up is that gun pointing.
Shouldn't goddamn be if you're trying to threaten him, God!
I mean, I see an image of someone holding a gun, the other person right there. I think
But
this
this
way.
shouldn't have been up.
but they're holding a gun.
Okay, so... No other way into there. Well, I don't think the door showed any, like, bullet hole or stuff like that, so... And plus, their one bullet was fired at home, so...
Oops. I feel like it has to be this one because this is the one that got added in. Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Yeah, so just before someone and over that gun. I think maybe this one, because if it shows him in the back, then that wouldn't make any sense. So... That shopkeeper was the one who had the gun.
Jason.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the LP advice of should we stop after the testimony?
The shop was at the... That shopkeeper was... Okay, I'm just trying to read for their dialogue. That shopkeeper was the one What? What are they actually saying here? I'm a little confused.
Was the one what had the gun. You should have just shot instead of screaming.
Wait, that shopkeeper was the one that had the gun.
I mean, do you remember what they asked when you pressed them?
On this one? Oh, okay. Then this one.
Did they claim that she grabbed the gun and that hold it?
I don't think so, because he always keeps the gun underneath the hatch at that point. Because the gun is usually kept on his side. The shopkeeper was the one that had the gun, should have just shot instead of screaming. So, like...
I mean, the other one, other contradiction was a pretty good one.
Hold on, wait. Over that gun. Yeah, okay, so...
I think that first one was saying that it was his gun.
This one is saying that it's his gun.
No, the last statement, that's
Okay,
I was just talking.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so... Like, I have two things that I think it could be. If just you're saying that, like, him saying hand over that gun when he was shot in the back, which wouldn't make any sense there. But I don't think that's what they're going on. So...
I mean, yeah, 5 penalties, yeah, 5 chances.
Okay. Yep, no, not that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pat, what's your logic here?
My logic is on two things. One, if he said hand over that gun, why was he shot in the back? Because if you're saying that, you would be facing the person straight on, kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
The other one would be of, like, if the gun was, from the initial photo, like, the gun would be in, like, his drawer or something like that. So how would Gina get it at that point and being on the other side?
Alright, and which statement did you press that on?
That was
Present
this
that on?
one.
that was the one that was added. Hand over that gun.
Alright.
So I'm gonna just try my 4 theories, my 4 possible combinations on this right now.
Are you sure it's this statement?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not.
Why is it not letting me skip through this one?
I think it's a different one. It's a different thing you get wrong.
Yeah, it's a different one.
They have multiple things for if you get it wrong. I mean, that's how it was in the older games, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay,
There you go.
I was right on track with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your logic was right. You just
It's
your
worded
logic
a
was
little
right.
weird, so I like, cause I didn't think that was the path they were going down on that one, just by the wording and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Damn British people.
Yeah. Your logic was absolutely right. You were just pressing the wrong.
Cause sometimes with Ace Attorney, man, it's like you figure something out way too early, and.
I mean, I kind of led him through the other statement. Oops.
Yeah.
I swear it's always that one. God damn.
Just to be sure, the victim, Hatch, was holding the gun, right?
Yeah, bruv.
You're right about it, bruv.
However, this photo at the crime scene makes one fact very clear. When Hatch was murdered, he wasn't holding a weapon!
Yeah, you having us a what?
Objection! There is no mistake that the victim's gun is integral to this case. I can assure you that Hatch's revolver certainly was present at the crime scene of the crime. The weapon in the defendant's hands was undeniably that revolver.
Yeah, that pickpocket nicked the victim's gun and shot him, bruv. Hand over that gun.
Bang, bang,
Bang, bang.
Bang.
just like that.
Hold it! Stay perfectly still for a moment, please.
Hey.
If the crime really was committed as you testified, then there's an obvious contradiction.
What? What kind of contradiction?
Interesting. Then go on and show us. Show us where the contradiction lies in the witness's reenactment.
According to these witnesses' testimony, they heard someone cry, "Hand over that gun," and then they heard a gunshot.
And those sounds were almost simultaneous, correct?
Yes. If what they say is true, then at the time of the murder, the two were facing each other. But if you look at the picture of the victim, it becomes clear. Hatch was shot in the back. In other words, there is a clear contradiction in your testimony.
But we ain't lying or nothing.
Edie, I sent you a message real quick.
Okay.
I mean, when the murder was, what's happened at that night?
The uncle was holding a gun. We definitely saw it, bruv.
You saw him holding the gun. That's what you just said now, right?
Did we say that, bruv? Oh,
These
fuck.
two have now clearly acknowledged it. That night, the two of them saw the victim holding a gun at the crime scene. That is to say, these witnesses met the victim on the night of the crime.
Oh.
God.
Ah!
Also, by the way, Patrick, that's the reason why they couldn't give Iris a box, because they only have one box.
They only have one box in the damn courtroom all the time.
Yeah.
It's always...
Order! Witnesses, what is the meaning of this?
Oh no, it ain't what you think.
It seems the two of you didn't quite understand that warning earlier. False words only spell out your death.
Witnesses, you're still lying, aren't you?
We're sorry. You see, I gotta be honest here, but...
Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! If we talk, well, he'll give us... he'll give us...
What are you talking about?
It would be in your best interest to fully understand the gravity of this. Silence is not an option for you two.
Oh.
Tully, he can't keep stum about this no more.
But...
If she talks again... Nah, damn it. I want you to see the mouth next time he's in that spot. You mean to say you still don't understand yet? No matter how hard you try and hide the truth, your lies will always be broken apart.
Oh.
At the time of the crime, the two of you have met with the victim in that shop. The court orders you to testify the truth. And I swear to God, if I catch you lie again... Leave us alone already, would you? Bruv.
This time will be the last chance you have to speak the truth. If not, your ass is grass.
Counter with the victim.
We finally got to that pawn shop, right? And you appeared out of nowhere, bruh.
Hand over that gun, and he kept flying at a sword. I thought I was about to break bread, bruv.
Was strong photo, geezer. Managed to shove me right to the counter.
But I ain't my gun at him. The old geezer ran to the storeroom in it.
Oh, excuse me. That's all. We ain't got nothing to... That's all. We ain't got nothing to do with the murder. Swear be dead mom, bruv.
I already know the contradiction.
If I understand your testimony so far, you're saying you fought the victim before he died?
Yeah, but we're sorry.
It seems the situation has changed dramatically.
This time, I swear.
We already tell the whole truth, bro. We got nothing left. Now, defense, begin the cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. It's finally time. This has to been the moment I've been waiting for. I think I already know it. I just need to look at it one more time just to make sure. Finally got to that punch, right? Yeah, no. Keep flying ass so hard, we'll.
I'm gonna listen to this track once on the high quality version.
Okay, I think it's in one of these two, but I think I already know it, because if we're going by the picture thing earlier, if this is when it was moved at 1:30, and this was before it was moved then, why would he come out of the storage room then if these two were supposed to be in the shop at that point?
No, but wait, what are you saying? Are you saying this is after the incident, or after
the problem is that it doesn't line up, because if he came out of that storage room and Gina was threatening him at that point, like, that doesn't line up at all. Like he would not have been coming out of the storage room at that point. Kind of deal. Back to run things as per normal if Gina threatened him earlier. Kind of deal. Because this is when the stuff was moved at that point.
Yeah, after everything happened.
Yeah, so, like, that doesn't make any sense at all with their testimony. So it's one of these two statements. I just gotta figure out which one. So, let's start pressing, and...
I mean, you can also press for paranoid, yeah.
And I'm not voicing these anymore because I'm already sick of these guys' gimmick now, so let's move on.
Damn. That sucks, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That wouldn't make any sense here because he's only got 1 bullet at that point.
No, let's make a YouTube focus. Jason, you want me to British in Tebby's chat once they're done?
Oh no.
Take a shot every time they say bruv.
Oh hell yeah, I'm about to be drunk. Let's go.
And suffer from alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, I would. I still remember I was like kicking like a little shit when I was reading their dialogue.
Honestly, I'm just kind of sick of it already. Like, the jokes outstayed its welcome, honestly.
I could get down with it.
I'll also do this one as well, just to check. Okay, I think it's that one right there. Yep. Yep, this was exactly the contradiction I was talking about. First, I feel like it would be changed to bruh, like if there was an official translation kind of deal, yeah.
Oh god, no.
Oh.
I mean, it's just as bad, if you ask me. It's
Bro, it's actually
It's
pretty
probably not as annoying if you were just reading it instead of
yeah,
voicing it.
yeah, we made it annoying, damn we, bro, Jason.
You're not helping your case.
Yeah, I take pride in it. God damn it.
Did you say before doing that?
yeah. Okay, it's, Oh, man, one too far.
Okay.
What?
I was looking up. I was
checking it myself as well.
Yeah.
Because I think
I'm
I'm on the
checking the
right.
answer.
I think I'm on the right track. I just need to figure out what is the actual way to present it, kind of deal. Move the gun. He's fine. Show me right on the counter.
Pat, you're skipping over the most important step.
Fucking up. Losing that penalty, man.
Okay, so Logan, shove me right onto the counter.
Pat, you're going to get your Ace Attorney training.
Yeah, when I was in my gun, the old piece of ransom.
Yes, indeed.
So I think I've already presented this on here.
Have you pressed everything?
I think maybe not the first two statements.
You have not pressed everything.
Okay, then reloading.
Tell you that right now. If you would tell you that right now, you have not pressed everything.
This is. Did it freeze?
Oh.
I mean, that was just when it was loading. So.
Yeah, you saved it. At this point, yeah, you're back in. It's fine.
That noise.
Jason, that's a beautiful noise. Never stop.
Okay, please.
Okay.
I didn't expect you to continue, mate. Fuck, it's good. It's affecting my actual language.
Yeah, I think after this I pressed every statement at this point. So I'm not seeing anything new pop up.
Did you press the last statement as well?
I think did I press this one? Nope, okay.
No. Man, you're doing some speed reading.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do.
And now the voice is cut back on.
Mr. Tin Pillar?
Yeah, you what?
Stop glaring at us!
Your biggest mistake was admitting that you ran into Hatch. That's when this trial completely turned on its head.
Hey,
What are you prowling on about, attorney?
The biggest question is whether or not Gino was the only one who could have shot Hatch. The defense believes the answer is no.
Fascinating. Then let us look at this sketch one more time. The victim died inside of a storeroom that was locked from the inside. What other possibilities can you make up in order to explain this?
Oh, my bad. Defense? The court demands answers to the following two questions.
Two? Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Class.
The first question: where did the killer shoot from? And the next: where was the victim shot?
Understood.
You gonna be okay, Ryu?
I'm not sure, but there's one thing I'm absolutely certain about. If I can present a new possibility here, the scale should tip in my favor.
Fine, let's have your answers. Use this floor plan to explain your theory. If you claim that's someone else, yeah. Where did they shoot from?
The only other possibility I could think of at this point, because there's no way to shoot into here and stuff like that, would be the actual, like, would basically have to be in, like, this area if this door is open, kind of deal. Like, that would have to be the only place I could think of. So I would think from, like...
from, like, here?
Hmm.
Or unless they shot from, like, back here and moved the body into there or something? I don't know.
I mean, in that hallway, that's you have the clearest area to shoot someone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say this area, so I'm hoping this isn't a pixel hunt kind of deal.
It's not a pixel hunt.
It's not.
Okay, thank God.
Oh no, by the way, it doesn't confirm whether you're right or not. You gotta present the other thing as well.
Okay.
Once the combination is set, it tells you if you got it right or wrong.
Oh boy.
On to your second answer. Where was the victim when he was shot?
Okay, music stop. I think I'm good.
Yeah, you got it.
Alright. The murderer shot the victim from outside the storeroom.
Continue.
Hatch died instantly after being shot in the back. From what I can see from the bloodstains, the body doesn't seem to have been moved. In other words, there's no doubt that Hatch was shot inside the storeroom. But the important part is where the shooter was.
You mean to say the shooter wasn't inside the storeroom?
According to the Tin Pillar's earlier testimony, pay close attention to this part. He ran into the storeroom. At that point, the door must have been open.
Oh!
The victim turned away from the witnesses after he ran into the storeroom. Where he was running away, anyone in the shop could have shot him in the back.
Ah!
Oh!
Come to think about it, Mr. Prosecutor said something about that. Yada yada
You
yada.
know, if we were actually watching this as a show, these flashbacks would be kind of annoying. But as a game, considering how long we take on some of the sections to get these statements.
Like, I used to think I think it was, whatchamacallit. I noticed the flashbacks, like, showing up a lot more starting in the 3DS games, but then again, the 3DS games, like, cases get a lot longer, so I understand.
I'll just bring it to justice. They replayed one scene, like, all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I remember that. Like, Jesus, chill it down.
Which case was that?
It was, like, all throughout Case 5 of just replaying that scene with Maya and Rafa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... okay, yeah. Yeah,
At least
right.
3 times.
That's it! When you run, your body leans forward. So even if the killer remains the same height as him, the bullet would have still entered upward.
Still not the most egregious case. If it's not the most egregious, if it counts, then it's still the Apollo Justice.
Apollo
still wins.
Justice Case 3, my god.
Yeah. If that counts as a flashback and not just looking at the tape.
I mean, like,
That means the killer doesn't have to be a shorty.
Objection! I find it hard to believe that you've already forgotten this. The storeroom door was shut and subsequently locked from the inside. If the victim died instantly, how would he have locked the door?
But if the locked door is the only problem here, then I can think of one person who have locked the door afterwards. I already know where this is going.
What?
Now, the court requests to hear the defense's thoughts. According to the theory you presented, the bullet was fired from outside the storeroom. Who was it then that locked the storeroom door from the inside?
Naturally, the person who locked the door was the other person inside the storeroom. It was the defendant, Gina Lestrange.
Objection! Blasphemy! The defense showed itself into a locker room with the victim. There was no reason for her to do so.
Except protect herself.
The only thing she could do is she was been cast suspicion upon herself.
Fair point. What say you, defense?
About that, I suppose it's a bit of a problem, huh?
Make sure you think before you raise your hand.
You know, normally we get a penalty.
So why did Gene Bean lock the door?
I don't know.
ED,
because
you're
somebody
right, that
just
would be a
fucking
penalty.
shot him?
I think the answer is rather obvious.
Iris?
I read your mind, Naruhodō.
Character.
Well, if I were Gene Bean, I'm pretty pretty sure I would have locked the door too, in a pretty big hurry at that. After all, she had just been shot at by 2 bad guys.
Just before the incident occurred, Hatch and Gina were inside the storeroom. I don't quite know what happened while they were in there, but Hatch must have noticed the intruders and left the storeroom.
Intruders? You mean us hooligans? Yeah.
So the defendant was left alone in the storeroom.
Yes, I believe so. And when Hatch finally ran back, he was shot in the back and ended up collapsing in the storeroom. What do you think Gina did then?
Oh, you mean?
There was a frightening murderer outside who just shot Hatch. Fearing death, Gina quickly shut the door and locked it, in order to protect herself.
I mean, we're at the murderers.
So to God, bro, we want to shoot nobody or nothing.
Objection! No, it's my objection, hold up! But you really didn't shoot someone, didn't you? I saw the moment in which you shot Sherlock Holmes!
The Sherlock Holmes.
From your silence, we can only draw one conclusion. 10 pillars! It is entirely possible for you to have committed the crime!
Wait, you...
You... what?
Mate!
Mate?
What's the meaning of this?
And they call this a simple case. Shame on them.
Yeah,
No,
there's big of brothers.
It's just a simple walk in,
Like,
shoot the
actually, so far,
motherfucker,
this
leave.
actually has been a pretty simple case.
It's pretty simple. Pretty
Yeah.
simple.
We did it, Ryu.
Damn it.
Everyone in the jurors on our side now.
Yeah,
That was-
honestly, it's so unprecedented. I doubt it'll ever happen again.
If this keeps up, we'll have a not guilty verdict in no time.
A job well done, attorney.
Why? Why is he laughing?
Do you have something to say, Lord Van Zeeks? I do believe that the defense theory was rather sound. Alright, now this
Most likely.
This poor feels appropriate. He's like, hang on, I'm about to
I
go
think-
with
I
The
need to
shoot
fu-
formers.
I need to pull one out for the lonely defense about to get executed.
Yeah, the Asian street formers fool their customers. A malicious distraction. One might call this an outrageous offense.
What?
This theory of yours made no sense to begin with.
Meanie.
It is
Alright, Emir, naturally, because it is contradictory.
contradictory?
You really haven't realized. Pardon me, Lord Van Zeeks. Could you perchance explain this malicious distraction to us? The contradiction is exceedingly simple. It's related to the number of bullets fired. The number of bullets?
Should have known that prosecutor would have overlooked a detail like that.
Huh? What are they talking about?
Attorney.
Sir!
Remind me how many bullets were found at the crime scene.
Okay.
2, I believe.
Correct. One struck the victim in the back and killed him. The other hit the sham detective Sherlock Holmes after he arrived on the scene.
Indeed. The whole created by the bullet was shown in the photo the defense submitted earlier. The bullet that hit Mr. Holmes passed through his flesh and hit the calendar. Rather impressive.
Correct. Thus, the number of guns fired equals 2. The victim's gun and the Templar's gun. Traces reveal that each gun was fired only once.
Only once? You are indeed correct.
By the way, attorney, you said it yourself, didn't you? These two men shot Sherlock Holmes right before your eyes.
Yes, sir.
Ha! Hey, slow down!
The gun used to shot Mr. Holmes was only fired once.
There's no way it could have been used to shoot at the pawnbroker.
Exactly. Yes, this Japanese boy has indeed presented a certain possibility. But that possibility was 0% chance from the very beginning!
No!
And just like that, your whole logic
Damn it.
shut down.
Well,
Order! Order! Order!
I'll give
My
you order.
leg!
How would me toss my divine glass in the gallery? I plead for your forgiveness.
Fancy, you could have killed a man, you know? Like every goddamn time.
Oh, fine, no, sorry.
I know,
Fine.
I know.
I'll pay the fine.
More Van Zeeks! You could have killed a man in there!
Ladies and gentlemen of the Crown Court, let me make this abundantly clear once more.
You're all in the splash zone.
The defendant, Gina Lestrade, is no normal girl. Her age may make her legally a child, but unfortunately, she is not an upstanding Londoner. She's a black-hearted criminal. She broke into Hatch's pawnbrokers with a malicious intent. As you can see here, she is aiming a gun at the victim.
Except she's not.
She's holding a gun, whatever. Point made. And now I have one more thing that I wish to show you.
It's a disc.
yeah.
The disc.
Those music boxes.
The day before the crime, the defendant intended to pilfer this from Hatch's pawnbrokers. But she didn't resort to her usual methods. No, this was more akin to fraud.
What?
To sympathize with her because she's a child would only set us up for failure. She has proven that she is fully capable of committing crimes when push comes to shove. Do not forget this.
I see. The court will accept this disc into evidence. It will serve as a reminder of the... wait, hang on. What are you buying? There we go. Pardon me, Lord Van Zeeks.
What is he doing?
What?
At yesterday's joint meeting between the yard and the prosecutor's office, I believe we came to the agreement that this disc should not be submitted as evidence.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What's
I got
going on here? I've never seen Inspector Gregson try to stop Prosecutor Van Zeeks like this. Nobody told me about this meeting.
But the government...
I don't care.
Alright, back. I'm the only man who can decide where this trial goes. I appreciate your warning, Inspector Gregson. Now, my lord, this disc will be submitted as evidence.
Understood. The court accepts. What was that all about?
The accused's opportunity for murder, her motive, and her capacity for criminal action. All the above have made it clear for the court to see. I await your confident verdict, fine jurors.
How on earth? A moment ago, the jury was on my side, but now...
Wow. All it takes is a moment, huh?
Yeah. And we should probably stop here.
Alright.
Because
Alright, so we'll save it there.
I barely eaten anything, so I had to stand up. I felt dizzy.
Oh.
God, I only ate a piece of bread.
Alright.
So yeah, we will be just as a heads up, guys. Plan for 7 tomorrow. If we don't start at 7, we'll start at 8. Just because tomorrow we are joining up with Tevi for a review podcast on oh, thank you, listed refrigerator. We'll be joining Tevi's Twitch tomorrow for a review podcast on Crash 4. It's about time. So depending on how long that goes, we'll either start at 7 or 8. Assume we start at 7. If we don't have to stream up, then it will start at 8. Just as a heads up, guys, for that. So, yeah.
Oh fuck, I'm dizzy.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. Eat something.
I ate a piece of bread, okay? That's valid, right? But the government, I am the government. That's common version.
Alright, let me see. Is there anybody streaming tonight that we could go raid? Not seeing too much on my end.
Let me check. Caddy's streaming Crash 4.
Yeah, we can go. Let's go raid Caddy then.
Alright.
Bruh. I think Bruv has to be the raid Bruv. Alright.
Shot him, bruv. Shoot him, bruv.
Alright, go give Caddy my love. Go watch the Ratchet & Clank Cracker Time video if you haven't. Please share that around. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Alright, get out of here. Go home. Eat food.